See how that.
Hey, everybody.
Hi.
It is day 3 of Dive In Daily, and our devotional that we are basing this on is No More Dryness. So important to connect with Jesus. So here's an excerpt from my devotional.
And by the way, if you would like to see that full devotional that Cindy teaches, she actually teaches us to a group on Mondays. Look below, down here, or over there for it.
In the description.
In the description, in the link to our website. You can pull up the whole devotion right there, including these scriptures.
Yes. All right, so here's an excerpt from my devotional. The answer to ending the dryness is reconnecting with Jesus, receiving more of his water of life, and going deeper with him. He offers us living water that becomes a fresh, bubbling up spring of water within our souls. Jesus says that when we partake of his living water, we will never be thirsty again. Isn't that amazing? All right. And we've been talking about the woman at the well. So we've got 2 scriptures to give to you today. And the theme really for today is worship the Lord in spirit and in truth, which is what he talked to her about.
Mm-hmm. So today we're going to continue on with John 4. This will be verses 20 to 24 in the NLT version. So tell me, this is the woman talking to Jesus, why is it that you Jews insist that Jerusalem is the only place of worship, while we the Samaritans claim it is here on Mount Gerizim, where our ancestors worshipped? Jesus replied, believe me, dear woman, the time is coming when it will no longer matter whether you worship the Father here on this mountain or in Jerusalem. You Samaritans know very little about the one you worship, while we Jews know all about him, for salvation comes from the Jews. But the time is coming, indeed it is here now, when true worshipers will worship the Father in spirit and in truth. The Father is looking for those who will worship him that way. For God is spirit, and so those who worship him must worship him in spirit and in truth.
So important. It's a concept. It's hard to understand. But he's saying you don't have to go to a place. It's not a special place. It's not a special circumstance. It is being with him in spirit and in truth. So important.
Yeah. John 7:38, New King James Version. For he who believes in me, as the scripture has said, out of his heart will flow rivers of living water.
Wow.
Rivers of living water.
Wow. And that believing in me, when you really study that out, it means believe on me. So it's not just believing in Jesus gives us rivers of living water. It is believing on him, putting everything that you have on him, pressing into him to know the fullness of who he is, worshiping him, connecting with him. So your questions for day 3 are, number 1, how do you spend time worshiping the Lord? What does that look like to you? Some just listen to worship music. Some will do what people call soaking. And they will just get on their faces and just a calming music and focus on the Lord. Everyone is different. Or is it just on Sundays? So how do you spend time worshiping the Lord? Number 2, where in your worship life do you need his living water? Where do you need that flowing connection with him? Imagine never being thirsty again in the natural. I mean, that would be amazing. But think about that. Never being thirsting again in the spirit means you're never lacking. You're always supplied. You have a river flowing within you. And then number 3, thank the Lord today for helping you to worship in spirit and in truth. Ask him to help you, to keep your eyes on him. That's Hebrews 12:2. And to remain in him throughout the day and the week. Share your heart with Jesus today. Tell him how much you love him and adore him, and that you want to be closer to him. That's the whole point. So spiritual dryness comes when it's a feeling of separateness from the Lord. So that separateness either comes from looking to the world, or it comes from not going deeper with the Lord as he's called you to, or maybe you become complacent and you're fine and you just do what your normal thing is and you never really press in with him. You develop a disconnect. And it's not an intentional thing, but it is a result. So in the natural, when we don't have water, we get dehydrated. It's no different. So part of that for this woman at the well was to worship in spirit and truth and know that she could worship and she can be with her God. Isn't that incredible?
It is incredible.
So I should have called it No More Excuses. No more. You can be connected with the Lord in your home, in your car, in your place of work, anywhere you need to be. When you have little kids, sometimes only that place is the bathroom. Whatever it takes, the Lord is right there with you, and he's ready to give you that river of living water flowing within you to never be thirsty again. Have a great day.
Bye.
Bye, guys.